So how do I feel about Sanji being confirmed to be equal to Zoro? Recently, Oda made a statement where he said, even though the bounty is lower than Zoro's, their abilities are evenly matched, worthy of being called wings. Now, I've always found them to be equal, but if you have a harder time saying that, let me break down why they are. First thing people have to understand is that for them to be equal, Sanji doesn't have to be like physically as strong as Zoro, and Zoro doesn't have to be as fast as Sanji. Think of them like having Pokemon stats where they're better at certain things than the other, but both of their stat totals equal the exact same amount. There are certain people that Zoro can beat and cut down because of his Conqueror's haki that Sanji can't. And there are people and attacks that Sanji can keep up with because of his speed that Zoro can't. Zoro might have the haki and strength to be able to hold back an attack from Kaido and Big Mom for even a second, even though it destroys his body. But if Sanji got his body broken in the exact same way, he could just fix his body because of what he's good at. He is a cyborg. Meanwhile, Zoro can cut people like Kaido because he is a samurai that has lineage that ties back to Wano. And for the most part, they both make good on their genetics. Both Zoro and Sanji fought and beat a fishman underwater. They both have insane physical strength, like Zoro picking up that building in Alabasta while wounded, and Sanji in Thriller Bark is kicking sections of a tower at oars like they soccer balls, no effort. And this was after his fight with Absalom, where Absalom put a sword straight through his back and it's coming out of his chest. So to the people that's like Zoro has greater endurance than Sanji, I'd say they both got equal endurance because they both have survived things they should not be living from. While Zoro has moments where it looks like he's pulling ahead of Sanji, Sanji also has moments where it looks like he's pulling ahead from Zoro because he had an easier time dealing with the Seraphim than Zoro and Luffy did. And sure, they're also fighting like, S-Hawk. The fact that Sanji was consistently damaging S-Shark with this flame zone showcases that if he fought King, he would have had the attack potency to put damage on him too. Now, I don't know if Sanji would have beat King, but at the same time, I don't think Zoro would have beat Queen. When King did that crazy stretch in his face move and like he shoots it out as fast as a laser, Zoro's like, how am I supposed to block that? It's as fast as a laser. Meanwhile, not only was Sanji dodging lasers all day in his fight versus Queen, when the Light Man himself pulls up, the guy that all the lasers in the series are based off of, Sanji can keep up and get rid of these lasers too. Personally, I think Wano was like the best example of Sanji beating somebody that Zoro couldn't beat and Zoro beating somebody that at the time Sanji can't beat. Because while we can all acknowledge Sanji would have the speed to be able to keep up with King and whatnot, you gotta land Conqueror hits over and over to bring down that Lunari. But if you want to take down Queen, you gotta be so fast that you gotta dodge light speed lasers coming from all directions all the time. Zoro slipping up on one attack like this, then Queen just firing a whole barrage, Zoro's gonna get cooked by one of them. And that doesn't mean he's weak. It just means that the thing Zoro's good at wouldn't help that much versus Queen, and the thing that Sanji's good at wouldn't help that much versus King. Because like I was saying earlier, they're equal in their stat totals, but where those stats spread out is completely different. While I could find more examples, I think you get the picture now. Oda making this statement wasn't like a new revelation, it was just him letting us know something that was always in the story from the beginning.